Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Awaken Ready Yoga. Let's begin with a few moments of centering ourselves. So coming into a comfortable seat, it can be on the floor or in a chair, whatever feels right for you. Let's sit with a lengthened spine and relaxed body. Begin to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And behind closed eyes, lift the gaze just slightly above the horizon line. The lifting of the gaze draws the energy upward toward those prefrontal lobes, the spiritual eye, point between the eyebrows. Yogananda called this the doorway to infinity. He said that when our awareness is focused here, we feel and see the unity of life. Feel yourself coming fully to this moment. Take another deep, full breath in and out. Let's bring the hands together to the heart center, honoring the shining light of divinity within yourself and all beings. We'll begin with Namaste. Namaste. Okay, so let's come on to our hands and knees in tabletop position for cat-cow to warm up the spine a little bit. So as a reminder, if it's better for you to keep a neutral spine, you can bring the buttocks back towards the heels rather than arching. Traditional cat-cow, we arch on the exhale and sway on the inhale. So find the movement that's best for your body and begin to do this with awareness, aligning body, movement, and breath. You can pause in either direction if that feels good. So if you want to stay in the sway for a few moments or the arch or buttocks back to the heels, please feel free to do this. If you do pause, keep the breath flowing. So just a few more times. Very nice. We'll come back to neutral. Let's bring the right leg forward, the left leg back for a low lunge. The hands can be here or on the hips or above you. If the hands are above you, reach and lengthen through the fingertips. Again, keeping the gaze of the eyes just slightly lifted. This is modified Virabhadrasana, warrior pose. The affirmation is, I attune my will to the source of all power. I attune my will to the source of all power. We'll lift and lengthen and exhale down. And then let's flex the right foot, stretching the back of the leg, and the hands can be resting here or at your side, or just resting like this. You can stay neutral, or you can exhale forward, slide the hands down a little bit. Breathing into this, consciously relax the shoulders down from the ears. Nice opening of the back of the leg. And we'll come back to neutral. And we'll go to the other side. And this time I'll face you. So left leg is forward, right leg is back. Hands can be here or lifting above you. If the hands are above, reach and lengthen and lift the gaze of the eyes. Keep the breath flowing. Feel yourself drawing divine energy to your body. I attune my will, my life and energy to the source of all. I attune my will, my life and energy to the source of all power. Inhale, exhale, arms down. Then we'll extend the left leg out and flex the foot. And just feel that stretch here. So again, hands can be resting here or here. Lift and lengthen. If you like, you can come forward a little bit. Just enough to deepen the stretch. Eyes can be open or closed, whatever feels best for you. Try to be relaxed in your body and relaxed in your breath. I attune my will to the source of all power. Virabhadrasana 1, spiritual warrior. Very nice. We'll come back. And now from here, we'll come into tabletop position and into plank pose. So modification for plank is one leg back at a time. Traditional plank is both legs, looking down towards the floor, fingertips are spread wide, breathing deeply. Feel the strength required to hold the body in this position. You can take a break at any point if you need. From here, we'll be transitioning into downward facing dog. An alternative is child's pose or tabletop to rest. So if you're able to come into downward dog, we'll push back, position your feet, adjust the weight of your body so that it goes back towards the legs. The heels can be off the mat or on the mat. And begin to breathe deeply. Visualize your breath washing through the body and visualize waves of calmness. Downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, stimulates the 5th chakra, the seat of calm expansiveness. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Very nice. We'll bring the knees down, the buttocks back towards the heels, hands resting here on the tops of the thighs for Vajrasana, the firm pose, or any comfortable seat. Taking a moment to bring the awakened energy deep within, to guide the energy to the point between the eyebrows. You can continue to mentally affirm, calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Finding the inner stillness and inner strength of Vajrasana now. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Very nice. From here, we'll come up onto the knees for Ustrasana, for camel pose. So we're going to place the hands on the pelvic rim, not up on the back, but down just a bit. We'll be sliding and gliding the hips forward. We'll bring the elbows towards each other to create a graceful arch in the spine. You can have the tops of your feet flat on the floor. You could turn the toes under and reach back for the heels, or keep your hands here the whole time. So first, opening up through the front of the body, inhale. Draw the elbows towards each other, glide the hips forward, and begin to offer yourself back. Lifting the heart to the sky. Be careful with the head and neck not to drop the head. Visualize yourself bathed in divine light, divine healing energy. The affirmation is, with calm faith, I open to thy light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. Again, keeping the hands on the pelvic rim, or if you like, bringing them back towards the feet. Find the inner stillness, the openness and receptivity of this asana, welcoming divine healing light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. To come out of the pose, we'll inhale back to center. Exhale, bring the buttocks down towards the heels. Palms rest at the tops of the thighs, or coming into any comfortable seat. Visualize energy rising up through the spine and flooding through the whole body. Radiant healing light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. Ustrasana, the camel pose. Very nice. From here, let's come up into standing. So we'll come into Tadasana, the mountain pose, and find your center as you stand. The eyes can be open or closed. If you feel stable in your stance, go ahead and close the eyes. Drawing energy inward and upward. Feel that as you practice, all of this divine energy is coming into the center of your body, of your spine, in yoga, of the energy spine. And draw that awakened energy here. Tadasana, mountain pose, standing mountain, is about finding stability in yourself. Sometimes there's an expression, I know where I stand. And this is a quality of Tadasana. Tadasana is standing in truth and feeling committed to that truth. So feel as you stand that capacity to really know the truth and honor it with strength. The affirmation is, I stand ready to obey thy least command. This is a practice of honoring intuition, even when it comes, which it often does, as a whisper. Tadasana, the mountain pose. Very nice. From here, we'll come into Garudasana, eagle pose. So eagle pose, we're going to stand on the left leg and bring the right leg around. And we'll bend the knees so that they hug each other slightly. Your right foot could be up off the floor. I tend to practice it with it on the floor, so just find what works for you. Keep the spine vertical rather than tilted forward. So we'll have the right arm center point, and the left arm comes up. Lift and, actually I'm going to do the opposite of that, sorry. So left arm center point, right arm comes up. Lift and lengthen, exhale down. So both arms and right side is twisted here. Now we're going to lift the elbows up and bend the knees down a bit. And you'll find the position where you feel an opening in the upper back and also strength and stability in the legs. Usually in the balance pose, we keep our eyes open to help us feel stable, but you're always welcome to close them if that feels good for you. Focusing on something unmoving will help you stay steady. The affirmation at the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Deep, full breaths in and out. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Finding that inner serenity, untouched by outer circumstance. Very nice. We'll inhale, release the arms, step feet side by side. Here, if you like, you can inhale all the way up, stretch tall, release the arms down like beautiful eagle wings. Coming down to your side, relax the body. Keep the breath flowing. Find your mountain pose. And just notice how you feel. Can you sense an awakening of energy? A strengthening of your ability to work with energy? To find that inner quality, that inner reality of serenity and peace, always present within us. Very nice. We'll go to the other side now. I'm going to turn to the side to show you a side view. So here now we're going to stand on the left leg, and right leg will come around, bending a little bit. This time right arm will be center point, and left arm comes up. Inhale, exhale, elbows crossed. Now they could be on your shoulder, together or front. Lifting the elbows slightly, coming down a bit more with the knees. Find your stability and breathe deeply. Garudasana is a very dynamic asana. It does awaken a lot of energy. It's very strengthening for the body and for the mind. Drawing that concentration, that awareness deep within. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Deep, full breaths. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Very nice. We'll inhale, release the arms, step the feet slightly apart, bring the arms up, lift and lengthen, sweep the arms down, and pause once again in Tadasana, mountain pose. Lifting the inward gaze. Declaring this capacity to stand and remain centered at the center of life's storms. I stand serene. Very nice. So here, let's practice Trikonasana, triangle pose. So we're going to step the feet wide apart, and you want to make sure that your feet won't slip out from under you. So usually in standing asanas, I'm barefoot, and that will help. And you might be able to see I'm on a sticky mat, so that also helps. But sometimes a wooden floor, carpet can be a little tricky. So just make sure that however you're standing, you feel solid and stable. We're going to turn the left foot out. Sometimes I walk it forward a bit. Line it up with the instep of the right. You can bend your left knee slightly and bring the torso back to front and then straighten the leg. We'll inhale, arms up. Palms are together. We turn them towards the front and exhale, arms down to shoulder height. Now here I tilt my hip as I lift my left arm up. And I go to the point where my body just naturally pauses. Then I'll bring that arm down and the right arm up. And if you like, you can turn to rotate to look up to the sky. I've got the sun up there, so I might look straight ahead today. Or maybe just partially turn. So if you find yourself coming deeper into the pose, it's the legs that are releasing, right? I'm not trying to come closer to the floor here. It's just that the muscles in the legs, as you come into the asana, they'll just begin to relax. And that helps the chest and the front of the torso to stay open. You can bring the arm that's above you, your hand to your waist if that's better for you. You could also look down towards the floor if you like. The affirmation, beautiful affirmation, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. We'll inhale up, bring the arms back together. We've got some sounds behind us. We'll just stay centered with that. Bring the arms down. And if it's comfortable, keep the legs apart. Find your inner center and see if you can sense the joy. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Very nice. Let's go to the other side. So we're going to turn the right foot out. We'll walk that out a bit. Let me see if I can reposition myself just a little. So here's a good thing. If you find that it doesn't feel quite right, just come back to Tadasana and step your feet apart again. Find the wide stance, turn the right foot, line it up with the instep. Bend the knee, bring the torso back to front, straighten that leg, inhale, arms up, lift and lengthen, turn the hands towards the front, exhale down, tilt and reach, just keep reaching, and then you'll bring this arm down and the other one up. Again, you can look straight ahead or down to the floor or up to the sky. Not sure how much you can hear that noise, so maybe not much at all. Mentally affirm, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Feel yourself flooded with energy and flooded with joy. Very nice. We'll inhale up, bring arms back to center, turn the feet in and exhale, arms down. And pause for a moment here, finding that inner stability, the inner strength. Guide the rising energy to this point. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Belly relaxed as you breathe. Body relaxed. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Very nice. Let's come into a forward bend. So we're going to hinge at the hips. We'll come forward. And you can maintain a neutral spine, or at a certain point when we relax, you can round the spine if that's better for you. Starting with the hands on the thighs will support your back. So lift and lengthen through the crown of your head and exhale forward. Looking down towards the floor, pressing on the thighs, you can get a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Begin to breathe deeply and reach through the tailbone and the crown of the head. This is Prasarita Padottanasana, the wide stance forward bend. It's a wonderful way to open the energy within the spine and relieve tension. So from here, you can relax without reaching anymore, maintain neutral, or slide the hands down and release the head towards the floor. You could hold the arms with the hands if that's more comfortable. Breathing deeply, feel that sense of surrender and release. The affirmation is, I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. To come out of the pose, you can bring your hands towards the front, bend the knees. Inhale, bring yourself back up to center. And let's walk the feet in. And stand here in Tadasana. Relaxing the body. Feel yourself stable and grounded, centered within. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. Very nice. Let's come down now. We're just about to finish our class. We'll come into a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to rest on the thighs. It's really nice at the end of our practice to take a few moments of silence. The yoga postures clear the pathway of tension within us, allowing us to feel those qualities of the divine, of peace and love, light and joy, wisdom, divine power, the vibration of Om, expansive calmness. So as we sit now in silence for just a few moments, a minute or two, allow yourself to dive deeply into this inner light. As we close our class now, let's send out this light as a blessing and a gift for all. Rubbing our hands together, feel yourself drawing energy into the hands. We'll raise them together and chant Om 3 times. Om. 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 Peace. Amen. Okay, dear souls, wishing you a beautiful day.